Thank you so much for staying tuned to this channel. If you just joined us, this is TMI. I want to tee off the discussion segment. Don't forget what we are taking a look at. EDO 2024 pre-election matters that might determine the outcome of the election. We have various pointers. And of course, in course of the introduction of today's edition, I highlighted some events and activities that is just unfolding right now in Edo State, that some persons are even saying that this might be factors that might just determine the outcome of Edo 2024 election. With me here in the studio, I have a legal practitioner, political affairs commentator. Join me to welcome Barrister Greg Odaze. Welcome to TMI.
Thank you.
I appreciate your coming.
I'm very grateful for the invitation.
All right. Put food on the table. You will not hear about all these things happening. They call it the voice of the masses because it speaks true to power. Those people, political parties, sometimes it goes bazooka to say the truth. Join me to welcome Okoro Osawa Obaraye.
Yeah, thank you so much
for coming.
Yeah. Good morning. Good morning, viewers at home.
And also very close to me, he is a youth mobilizer, a politician, an entrepreneur. When you talk about politics in Edo State, is well granted, Father, all well granted, but maybe it's taking its own to another level. I wonder where you're taking it to. Join me to welcome Samuel Ehigiato, aka Aras. Welcome to TMI on this edition. Appreciate your coming.
Good morning, Wilson, and good morning, viewers too. I'm
going to start off from Okoro Osaho Obari. You are not new to Edo politics. When I sent you the invite, you're like, okay, fine, you'll be here because I know you have so much to say. Let's go down memory lane. When Wike was the governor of Rivers State, he empowered over 200,000 persons to come help him govern Rivers State in form of SSAs, executive directors, you just name it. And in Edo State, we are seeing such things happening. Some are saying, look, this is just what every political parties are involved in. Whether you're in PDP, you're in APC, as long as you have something to give and something to take in the forthcoming election, you can do things that may just give your party an edge. Let's take a look at the empowerment of over 80-something rights, SAs and SSAs in Edo State ahead of Edo 2024. What have to say about this?
Yeah, thank you so much, Wilson. Thank you. You know, whatever we put food on people's table, yes, I cannot go against it because ours is to whatever we do. The reason why you are working here is to put food on your table. The reason why ours is here is to make sure food is on his table. The reason why my brother is also here is to make sure at the end is to make sure there is food on the table. But one thing I don't want you to contradict is trying to compare Governor in some way with the one we have in Edo State. They are of different tempo. Are you getting it now? One plays the Nigeria League, while the other one plays the
I don't want to start comparing leagues right now. I don't want to start comparing leagues right now.
No, I said one plays the Nigeria League,
yes,
while the other one plays the Premiership League. So it's incomparable. One understands governance, while the other does not also understand governance. You see the recent, for the very just now, SSA and SAs, they did not come at the right time. Truth must be said. It might be painful, but we must say the truth. When a governor comes on board, okay, citing Tinubu as a case study, that is a new one. Immediately he came on board. That day, the next day, SSG, Chief of Staff, media, protocol, less than 100 days, ministers, you start everything together. This is somebody coming for the first time. A second time person does not need to say you want to understudy where you've been. Now you have 12 months to go. You are now calling our brothers and sisters again, say, come and let us do what? So the people you are calling, they might sit with you and tell you it is okay. In their innermost heart, they know that what you are doing now is unfair. Because you started this race 3 years ago. Leaving them, the ones that was appointed in the election that brought in the government of the very just now was over 500. Neatly above 500. Neatly above 500. That one, you can even see, my friends will sit down and say, if you know you can take more 5-6 bottles, this SSA paper, tomorrow go and start job. It became so free. We were also happy. Ours was that immediately the government, these people was able to now deliver. It was for you to sheave it a little. To say 500 was too much. Let's go for this 100 or something we have now. Continue government with it. Those people since would have been able to build a political small
structure.
Yes, on their own. Yeah. They have 3 years at the scenes. In Tade, with the local government, that was you were immediately as you come in. Those one will shoot immediately. Their supervisory councillors, everybody goes to the field. What you've done now, people don't understand. The people you are also appointed, they are no kids. Some of them are also even Maradona in the game more than you. Yeah, I cannot sit down and somebody would say, "Bah, you come and take SSA or even chief advisor for a government that I know is already gone." You cannot count me to that again because I already understand you cannot use me to score points. So people have already understood. I have over 18 of my friends that are on this team because our friendship goes across party line.
All right.
And theirs is no matter the thing will be mugu. Are you getting it now? People are not happy. The truth must be told. They are happy because it got to their turn, but they'll be thinking of it to say, if we have started this thing before now, even if it was 50,000 for 3-4 years, those people will not have understood what it takes to this palliative. All these things we are doing is palliative.
All right.
So it came at a wrong time, but on a good message.
Wrong time, good message. Don't forget that it was months of general election that Wike, former governor Wike of Rivers State, empowered over 200,000.
I said don't compare. You are still comparing.
Hold on,
Don't do that.
We have to be fair. I'll come back to you.
For a man to deliver,
I will come back to you.
For a man to deliver 2 different passes
twice
in the state,
you.
in whatsoever manner, that man is a Maradona. You stand up and wherever you see him, give him a salute.
I will come back to you on that. Barrister Greg, what do you feel about this development?
In my own perspective,
yes,
is the governor of the state has the power to appoint his SSA and SAs like he rightly did recently in the state. Although there's no time limit for doing justice, the appointment has been done, although it came late. And the governor...
How is it late? It's 1 year plus late. It's 8 months late.
Because of what is ahead, the election is very close. Like my co-panelist rightly said, that these people before now, they would have been able to also carve a niche politically for themselves in the system by reaching out to people for the benefit of the party and the governor of the state. But there's no time limit for doing justice. He has done the right thing. And I salute him for that. And the SSA, I also urge them to live up to their responsibilities. Because the whole essence of SSA is to complement, is to assist the government in order to bring the dividends of democracy to the doors of the citizens and the people of Edo State. So it's a welcome development. That is my own view, sir.
It's a welcome development. You love what he did.
Very well.
Samuel, do you have a contrary opinion on this particular issue? Don't forget, it is a characteristic of any party in power to do same.
Listen.
Especially when something is at stake.
Listen, let's leave sentiment aside. I will always say the truth, and the truth shall set us all free. What this present government is just doing, I congratulate those ones that have got the SSA. Let them eat the money for the few months they can eat it. But I will tell you, listen, it is going to bring zero benefit to the Edo people, but rather a benefit to the party.
How do you mean zero benefit to Edo people?
Let me
Because
tell you.
people are getting
Let me tell you. Let me tell you.
to take care of.
Listen, INEC have released the timetable for the election. That is one point right now. And all parties right now are putting their heads together to see how they're going to start their campaigns and everything. And same have to do with PDP, the ruling party. When I came in Edo State, when I came last time, I told you, the government of today has only 4 months to be able to work properly, govern us properly, because from March, April, January, February, March, April, campaign has started. There's no more governors. So what are you going to tell me that this SSA you are bringing now is going to bring us an advice to you, because they are advisors? What are advice they are going to bring for you now that will benefit the Edo people in the next 4 or 5 months that you have the opportunity to still govern us? Zero. I categorically stand on it. What they are doing is the same game they've been doing for the past 7 years. Whenever there is an election, the present government always give out SSAs. After the election, he sacked them all. That is not how to play politics. That is not how to impact on the people. Because when you bring in SSA, bring in executive boards, the purpose are, because these people are from the grassroots. They are supposed to bring advice, bring what is happening in the environment down to the government now, which the government is supposed to implement to impact on the people. So the moment you use them for election period, 3 months, 6 months, you sack them all again, what impact does they have for Nigerians? I can remember in the past government of the Comrade Adams Oshomole, there were SSA there that were there for 5 years, 6 years, 4 years. Individually, some were sacked because of maybe incompetency or one reason or the other. That's a different point. But I know of a friend that was there for almost all the seasons of Oshomole as an SSA, youth SSA, and he was given an impact. That is how you build impact on the people. As you came on board, you choose your SSA, you choose your executive director, you know the parastatals that you need, committees and boards. You place them. And these people are to bring you ideas to impact on the people. But in a situation you come to government, you sack them all that have worked for you for the election. You need them to go and canvass. After canvassing, you sack them all again. And then when the elections come again, I only feel pity for my Nigerians, for my Edolites that still fell to these crumbs. It is like somebody before election, they throw some crumbs on the ground for you to pick. And you pick the crumbs, after them, they sweep it off. That is not empowerment.
Okay.
It is only good for those that got it, because they're going to get some little stipends. But for the Edolite, it is zero impactation. That is my opinion.
Come on to your Barry. Is this targeted towards Edo 2024?
What else? What? Listen, you are a very brilliant person.
Because there are some persons, this is what they call employment, empowerment, to empower the people.
I'm speaking to you now. You are a very brilliant person, but I have friends that they are scholars, but when it comes to doing it practically, they don't understand anything. But when you set exams for them, they give you an A. So it's gifted. So when it comes to journalism, you are gifted. I get into politically, some of us are gifted. You said it already. It's for 2020. No other issue.
I didn't say. I just asked a question.
That's what you said. It's the same question. I'm telling you that you said it.
You said it already.
Question. It's because of 2024. No other issue. No other issue. If it was not 2024, this one would have been able to come up likely 6 months in government.
Yeah.
If it was,
So just
let
be
these
elected.
people work, let these people do something. Less than 6 months, you already have your SSAs, your SAs, your everything is moving. You don't do, government is not personal because you didn't do it or vote for yourself. In the last election, in my center unit, in my center, we had over 6 or 7 SSAs.
Yeah.
In my center. Yeah, because they know.
SSAs
Because they know Sao Koba is there, so they pumped it there. To my friends, and I was laughing, and they won. And I told them,
After the election.
you don't know him more than some of us do. And we sat down with drunk after. They will do it now. 1 year pass. They will do it next year. 2 years pass. Later they forgot. They started for showing local government. I told them a government that is ready does not joke with local government. A government that is ready to win election does not joke with local government. It gives you free mind because it's like you have somebody to call upon.
The grassroots.
When somebody tells you they are fighting at Ovia, you don't need to call the Ovia chairman, where are you? What is happening there? The bridge is collapsing. Go and check and give me feedback. The chairman might also be in Benin, disturbing, maybe relaxing somewhere. He calls the councillor. Councillor, where are you? The governor just called me that there's a problem there. Quickly go. You can see trickling down to governors. When the councillor is not going, he goes with his friends. About 6, 7, 8 of them. Those who are friends of councillors. Those who also have friends. You already see that the councillor also already have about, let's say, 15, 20 persons. The chairman has the same. Vice has the same. Secretary has the same. Social advisor has the same. When the governor is not coming, the governor does not need anybody's mobilization. Government has mobilized now itself on its own. So when the government stands, the councillor and his friends and associates, about 15, 16 stands. The chairman about 20-something stands. So about 50 persons are already on ground waiting for him. So it does not need the siren to start blowing down. No. Government is already on its own flowing. When it gets there, okay, the chairman do it immediately. Get it, commissioner for finance, get this, quickly do it. You can see that you are already relaxed. You don't have time to start fighting your deputy. Things are moving on its own. You know, now somebody will not get where they go. Now the neighbor they talk say my whiskey abeg if you want come up for us, if you want for my clothes they so. You are not at home now. So are you getting it now? So you let this move on its own. They are trying to keep everything to say no, I can do it. Let's do it. Then at the end the election is coming. You know it's hard. That's okay. Let's start releasing it. No, people are not done. Are you getting that? No. These are it keeps happening. So people, Shomole's tenure. I was privileged to have been a member of Petroleum Pipeline Committee.
Boards, yeah.
And I've said it here before. And I had the privilege as a senior member in the grade I was number 3 on the roll. No Moles was first. Next, Agodala was second. Abaye was third. So as a senior member, we had privileges of bringing in co-opted members. And I had a friend in Ward 3, Friday Amasio, who had a brother that was disturbing him. And he called me when he came to congratulate me. He said, I get one brother who just disturb me. You know, they want to go work. I said, bring him. And to punish the boy, I transferred the boy from a car dollar. When I knew he was still disturbing him, I transferred him again to a donut. And in 2 years, that boy came to Benin, built a house and bought a car. Whenever that boy sees me, if I'm sitting down, my bills are on him. So that boy, if I decide to go to party ZZZ tomorrow, that boy didn't believe that this man that did this for me will do anything, so he follows. And if I want to also now move, I will move with the person that gave me that privilege. So Amasio Friday till date, not the boy now, sees me and still shout leader because of what I did with a bio. Somebody gave me that. So you don't need to wait for government. You don't need to wait. Then citing the example in the second tenure for Shomole, he gave me sports council board. And I had in-laws and my elder brother of same father with me who works in Ministry of Sports. The day we went there as board member to interact with the workers, That is the highest honor you can give to a senior brother. They were all seated in podium. And after introduction, I ordered for my elder brother to be given a rousing welcome. To say, I have an elder brother here. So please, you give him. And you should know that when he got home, there was tears in his eyes to say, this respect my younger brother gave to me. That is governance. It goes down. You don't do it alone. So without my brother there, he's seeing Oshomole in me.
Okay.
So you must not do something to say, if election come, we go still give the small. No, people are not moving.
Over now to you. What you heard me, he gave, how will I put it now? He gave a true life experience on what structure can really do. From what he's saying, what you agree to, the timing is wrong. And he said it's not unconnected to EDO 2024. Do you have a contrary opinion to his own views?
Yes, truly, the appointment has a strong political undertone and coloration. But ordinarily, like we are saying, the reason for having, because of the nature of governance, the difficulties, the functions of government, because of the workload of government. And that is the reason Constitution recognizes empowers the governor to appoint senior special assistants to the governor, because the governor cannot be everywhere at the same time. So, to the benefit of the citizen, of the people of Edo State. But for a very long time, the people are not there. Rightly, before now, if you look at the previous government, you see, you go to government house, you see the office of SSA, and they were executive director. They were living up to their responsibility, day-to-day activities of the government. You can channel your complaint to them, and at the end of the day, you get result. But the election is very close, and this is the time is just appointing the SSA. That's the reason why I'm saying the timing is very, it's too late. But however, there is no time limit for doing justice. He has done it.
But for
the
what?
Party, they are also happy. The people that were appointed, they are happy.
They're happy about it.
None of them rejected the appointment. That after the election, they may not be useful to their services will not be needed. But they are celebrating.
But for what he said that the SSA might have zero contribution to Edo State, but they'll have maximum contribution to the party. Do you agree to that comment?
Very well. That is the position. That is the position. Because before now, they were supposed to service the people through the governor. They were supposed to receive complaints from the citizens. They were also to assist the governor to implement the policies. But for a very long time, they were not there. And they are just coming, and the government is almost gone. So it's not for the benefit of the people of Edo State to a very large extent.
But at least people that are benefiting from it. Empowerment. Is that not part of it?
How many percent?
It's just for ordinarily this position, this appointment would have been for a very long time. They would have been there enjoying it. And they would have also been empowered. But it just come in too late. That is my opposition.
All right, fine. I just can't ask this question without referring to Rivers State, talking about a former governor, because if you take a look at the time to the election, just like a month or two, 200,000. Even a year to the election. I mean, if you want to compare and contrast, these are not better.
Listen.
Yes.
You know, my brother advised you before. But it's like you don't want to take the advice.
But it's the truth.
You cannot compare Premier League with Nigerian League.
You can't compare them.
First and foremost, before Wike
because right now we're
did what he did.
SS, we're talking about
do you know how many bridges Wike did? Do you know how many roads Wike did? Do you know how many institutions Wike built in Rivers State? It's like you have not gone to Rivers State.
But still months to the
Wait,
election.
listen.
A month
Wike
to the
did
election.
it, yes.
200,000.
Wike did it
So
not
what's
for
the
the
difference?
Wike did not do it for the purpose of the governance. Let me tell you. Wike did not do it for the purpose of governance. Wike, listen to what Wike did. Listen to what Wike did. Wike have performed very well. After performing very well, he saw that where have I missed it? He said it too. He said, where have I missed it? He said, human empowerment. That is why he thought, okay, how do I help this my youth that have seemingly supported me, that have seemingly helped me to build the state? It's like a reward.
A reward.
Listen here. He rewarded them. At the same time, Wike had a very strong election to contend. Why? For a government that is PDP, ready to provide Senate, House of Rep for PDP, and at the same time deliver APC for presidency. Do you know what it takes? Do you know what it takes? So he needed all these forces. He used it, yes.
And we are saying
For
the
reward,
same
one.
thing here.
He used it one for reward. He used it two to win the election. And secondly, let me still tell you what you don't know. Wike SSA are still active, being paid. They were not driven away after the election.
Are you sure of that?
Fubara made a statement to where's that? That he's going to keep those that have done very well, that have worked very well with the government, that assisted the government, that he's going to keep majority of them. That tells you that governance is continuation. There might be reshuffling of 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 of them that maybe not be active. That is human. But what we are experiencing at those states is like this. Few months to election, you apply SSA in different units and different wards. After doing that, after the election, you don't want the election the next day, or they are sacked. That is not continuation of governance. It shows that those people have no impactations before and will not have any impactation tomorrow on us. So that is not governance. Governance, as we know, that have to do with SSA and executive directors and board and committee, as my brother earlier said. If you ask him how long was he in that board, he must have been there throughout the tenure of Oshomole. I was also in the board, in the revenue board. I was in that board for the first 4 years. I was not driven away after the election was won in the second tenure. My board was terminated when this new government of Governor Obaseki came. He terminated all the boards, terminated the SSS, he terminated the executive director. We have no problem. Who we are not expecting as people that play politics, that when he comes in, he will now refreshing the system and bringing people. There is purpose for these boards. As the barrister said just now, there's one thing you have to know. These people, the main reason they have been given an appointment is to bring messages from the people to the government, that the government can impact on the people. So if you bring them now, you are bringing them to go and campaign for you in their unit and in their villages.
That's what you feel.
That is what it is for.
No, that's what you feel.
That is it, because that's been the parallel situation before. In the last election, I have junior ones who are in PDP that got SSA. I told you too about that then too. They were all giving SSA. They were happy. They don't give me SSA. They don't give me. I was smiling. I told them, say, after election, they will sack all of them. They thought it was a joke. The moment the election was finished, I started seeing my junior brother, one of them, entering his carpenter workshop. Whenever he sees me, he dodges. I enter the carpenter workshop. He don't want me to see, because before he used to go to government house every morning. He started entering his carpenter workshop. And I call him, how far now? I say, you say they carry back the way they go ring road before. He say, pa, they don't take that work. Oh. Don't drive all of us. Oh. As they pay that last salary, no one come again. My brother, that is not politics.
Okay.
That is giving somebody crumbs of bread before election. And after the election, you sweep it away. Because these people, in that short period, there's no experience they can build in the government. There's no experience they can bring it to the government. Let us be sincere and be parallel. We like burning things, we don't want to say because it will affect one person or the other. I don't believe in that sentiment.
All right.
I believe in the sentiment of saying truth to power.
Okay. With the appointment of these SSAs, do you think it's going to have an impact in the forthcoming election? Since you are saying, or how will I put it now, subject to the fact that it is politically motivated, over 80 persons in power.
It will have an impact. It will. You don't shy away from the truth. It will. The ones that have the mindset to say, because this man has given me something, let me do my best, who want to deliver. The ones that also have the mindset to say, no, this man played me foul before, he can't play me twice, might not take the election also serious. That is true. Then I think this one is just an icing that to let you know that you can't compare Wike SA. Listen, just listen. Just try to listen. Try to listen. No, just listen to me. No, listen to me. No, listen.
Okay.
Financial aspect. In financial aspect, Wike SSAs, I'm sure they receive the money commissioners receive here, not comparison. SSA in Port Harcourt.
Yes.
It's like a commissioner here. Not you. The money is big. So that's one. Without big money, if this SS is now,
the way you're stressing big.
Listen now, listen.
Yeah,
because of the palliative
plus.
issue, the stress now going.
Yes.
If he decides to also jumbo their pack twice, let's say 300, 350K monthly, they can be structured almost immediately.
You said that structure costs money.
Yes.
You're funny, Wilson. Friendship costs money, not to talk of structure. The SSA now, most of them will go and do Thanksgiving today. The new ones that have not tested power before, not like will go and do Thanksgiving. The carry canopy, DJ, cook, spend maybe two months salary just to then bring in their ward chairmen, their youth leaders, their ward executive, just to tell them thank you, and maybe the leaders, and give them drinks and envelope if they want to go. He has not received salary. He will do that, maybe borrowing from the wife or friends to say, okay, you take this 500,000, quickly do it. I get it now. Then he has that to pay within the next 3-4 months. He's trying to build the structure, but the salary will not let him go. At the end, you see him struggling and goes back to his shell to say, I made a big mistake. The ones that are experienced will quickly run away now, quickly, and go and wait for the 3 months salary to collect and quickly pay that for their children's school fees in January. Are you getting? You will not think about governance quickly. Let them quickly pay the house rent, do things. So they will not build structure. We quickly want to do the house to quickly fix
These are political talks right now.
Yeah, that I'm telling you, plain.
It's experience.
Are you getting it now? The ones that want to build structure, we want to quickly do, not from this side, maybe from the rural area. Are you getting it now? You want to quickly start building structure for themselves. Are you getting it now? So by so doing, you see them after the 1 year, they will go oblivion because they have excess money to pay. The ones that are brilliant now knows that they need to pay salary, need to pay house rent. Their wife minor shop need to be increased. Their children's school fees quickly paid, house rent. So this one I've just said is their salary for about 6 months. But for Wike, for 2 months, you can close this deal with 600,000, 1 million within 2 months. You can just quickly close this one, then build structure on it. So the money, and the name is big, the money is small. For Wike, the name is big, the money is big. So that is it. Then let's come to the question you asked for the 2024 issue. Yes, it's going to have an impact for those that believe to say, let me do the right thing. But how many people still do the right thing? Also know that this one we are going now is going to be tit for tat. Don't let anybody come here to tell you that nobody's ready. No.
I'm ready.
The APC is as ready as anything, as in fire. But also, both parties, let me tell you what's going to kill them at the end. But what will first of all kill, let me start with PDP. What will first of all kill them? Party primaries. For then, if your party primaries is not well done, your SSA, everything, value, you just from there to just class. Then the APC there is also thinking that, no, we have Abuja, we have everything, we can do and undo. Let's bring one with your marshal in, and we'll deliver him. Everybody will just do like this too. Everything will just crash. Boom. Labour, that was the bride before, watch now, Labour is already fighting. They say, no, just have to tell you. So whosoever want to play with party, whatever want to be doing now,
The primaries.
to party primaries.
Primaries.
Primaries. At that point, it should not be few talking.
Okay.
This is not the time where a man will tell you, I want to have my successor. No. Let people tell you your successor be. Even if you have the successor at your back, if I want barrister as the next, I'll keep him my joker. I will advertise him via us and whistling unknowingly to people. By the time both of you are advertising for me, selling him as the leader of the party will not be stressed.
It will be easy.
Okay.
Not me bringing one man for election that is going in 3-4 months time. The man now collecting party card today, starting to go and know the unit, starting to go and know the no.
So
we are bigger than that.
So I mean that can kill any political party's ambition.
Immediately, it killed PDP before, it killed APC before. We have been experiencing it. Don't joke with it.
Okay.
Party primaries.
Primaries.
If you have a good primaries, the main election is far easier.
I'll come back to you. Well, barrister, because it's like though it is about politics, but it's like it's speaking true to all political parties in this particular platform. Now, let's leave the issue of the SSA is going to have an impact. Nobody's doubting that. For those with conscience, he gave an example. Those that really have to cash out, those that have to settle some bills and all that on big structure. He elaborately spoke on that. Let's take a look at the Guild of Defection.
Yes.
You get to hear months ago, I'm interested in becoming an aspirant in Party A. But it's like the body language of Party A will never tell me. Let me go to Party B, C, P, or D. That is what is happening right now. Talking about events unfolding towards EDO 2024. What can you say about this? APC have their own fair share, PDP have its own fair share, LP also, NNPP, you just name it. It's like crisscrossing across political parties.
Yes, the issue of defection is not new to democracy. And in this Edo governorship election 2024, we are going to see a number of politicians prostituting from one political party to another in order to achieve their political ambition. Because politicians at all times, their aim is to seek power. After primaries, if the ticket is not given to them by one reason or the other, they have a right to defect, because there is no law stopping them from defection. So that is the area that is not really, it doesn't sound well. It is not really good that politicians, they don't really have a strong political ideology. They will be moving from one political party to another because they feel that they must win an election by force. A man that has a political ideology, he will stick to his ideology. Now, they are started moving around, looking for one party or the other that will favor them. We have seen them, a number of them. But it's not good for them it's not good for their integrity. So I'm not really in support of a political defection, although there's not they have freedom of association. That is by Section 40, Section C of the 1999 Constitution. We have freedom to, and which is the ingredients of democracy. But morally, it doesn't sound well. Some of them will move from, they will abandon the party that brought them to political limelight, and they will, even while they are still enjoying a juicy position in that political party, before you know it, for one reason or the other, they will quickly jump to looking for political relevance and gains. So I'm not in support of them moving around.
All right.
Yes.
Samuel, your party, they've gained new members. they've lost members also. It's like this inter-switch of thing. As a party man, what do you feel about it?
Listen, you know, first and foremost, I'm always against political prostitution. When I say I'm against political prostitution, it means that I don't like when people move from a set ideology to a different ideology, because the PDP on its own have its own constitution and its ideology. It's supposed to be. While the APC have its own constitution and its own ideology. It's supposed to be. It's not like you taking this as a Republican and you taking this person as a Democrat,
yeah,
or a Communist party. It will be better for the people to have the opportunity to say, okay, yes, these people principle, we love it. And that's why we are members of this party. And why this party, this principle, I love it, is the reason I'm a member of the party. If that principles are there and that ideology are there, I don't think people will defect from one party to the other. Because like I myself, I joined the party because when I came from abroad, I saw what Shomole was doing. It was wonderful, you know, and I loved it. I decided to work with it. I believe in that progressive mind. So I don't believe anybody will give me 20 million today or 30 million today and say, come and jump from this party to this party. I can never respect it. I will never do it. The only thing I can do on a moral ground, if I like this candidate that is in the other party, I can advise my people. This guy is a good guy. People can work with him. But I cannot leave my party.
But what about those coming to your party? Are you saying that they're doing the wrong thing right now because you have some
none of them
good persons coming to your party,
yeah,
and of course some good members leaving your party?
I would not say I'm not happy seeing people of great nature like that coming to the party, joining us right now, to add more force to us, to contest the 2024 election, because it's about the 2024 elections. Everybody that is coming on board is needed. We need everybody. We are all Edo citizens. So it is not about that point. The point I'm saying is that I am not a fan of defection, whether to my party or to the other party. What I am happy about right now, if you want me to speak about my party, at this present day, I love what they are doing. It is not like before. You know, where we do the fire brigade approach towards elections. Because in the past 1 or 2 weeks after the election, the announcement of the INEC, I've seen senatorial caucus meetings taking place everywhere, which is very progressive, whether in the Edo South, in the Edo North, Edo Central. And I even love what I heard last when it comes to the contribution of the ASAN, because I'm somebody that is kind of sensitively playing love that they should be given the opportunity, irrespective of their minority, that they have almost about 13 candidates, you understand, contesting from the same central, Edo Central. I think that is highly too much. And I love what the caucus meeting decided that, come on, you guys go together, bring 3 people among the 13 of you, then we'll choose one among the 3. I think this was the kind of leadership I do admire before in PDP. You know, when I usually come, I tell you, I love the leadership way of PDP then, that old leadership attitude, that they bring people together, discuss together before they take decisions, you know. In APC, we were not having it because we were just brought from different parties together. It was like we all were leaders and everybody was trying to become the sayer of what is happening. I think APC have matured. From what I'm experiencing recently, they have matured. They have come together to them senses that we need proper leadership.
Okay, how come if they're matured, they're back to their senses, you're still losing persons? Is there cause of political parties?
Listen. If I ask you,
have their own fair share.
Listen, if I ask you a question now, if I ask you a single question now, because you are assuming things right now. You assume that people are defecting from APC to PDP.
From all parties.
Please, Wisi, can you name one single high-ranking APC man that have left APC, either from Edo North, Edo Central, Edo South, to PDP?
Anyway, I'm the anchor.
Which you cannot. Sir, but I can name 3 elderly,
Don't go
senior
into that.
political party
There's a
members
reason for that.
of PDP that have
you.
come to join APC.
Thank you.
So don't assume that
Thank
APC are
you.
joining. At the moment, people are willing to join APC.
Thank you.
And we are willing to receive them because we need everybody.
Back to you. I will come back to you.
You understand? It's the only party that's even gaining kind of people.
Okay.
It's not the PDP, it's the Labour Party.
Okay, hold on now.
If you want to say the truth.
I will come
so
back to
let
you.
us leave the aspect
I
that
will
people are
come
leaving
back to
APC
you.
to nowhere.
Calm
No,
down.
as
Calm
at
down.
present, nobody's leaving APC.
Well,
we are very happy
then.
with ourselves. We are very well organized. And our party leaders have come to their senses that they know it is no more like before.
Okay.
We say, now so it won't be. No.
Thank you.
We must bring heads together, decide on it, and make it together to make a positive change.
Let me go to Obari because we're going to ask him the same question. It's happening. It's not only peculiar to APC. Labour Party, they are losing persons, they are gaining some persons. PDP, they are losing persons, they are gaining some persons. APC also, they are losing persons, they are gaining some persons. It's all about the people, people, people. All right, Obari, what do you feel about this guilt of defection ahead of election 2024?
Yeah, you can't stop it. Expect more.
Yeah.
Expect more. Those are the Korean Maggi of election year. You don't expect it after election. The Korean Maggi of election year, that's what you're going to see. And it's going to be worse off if any party claims again. Listen, God forbid PDP wins. You're going to have mass defection in other parties coming to join them. Because
and God forbid APC win, what then happen?
Likely if APC wins, are you getting it now? You also see mass defection from other parties to it. That is how, you know why people have lost integrity and character. Are you getting it now? I always want to cite cases using myself and what I know. I was privileged by God's grace to have been a PDP youth leader in my ward in 1999. We were deregistered by PDP because some of us followed Lucky Benedi on the then governor. And they deregistered us. They mocked us that our card that we use to register did not pass it over here. They mocked us, even as a youth leader. They said did not pass it over river, that we don't have anywhere to go. And truly speaking, they were right, because when the names came, it wasn't ours, it was theirs. We had no other option. We had no other option. Because as a youth leader, I was deregistered. You cannot expect me to then say, okay, let me come and join the people that I know was never on ground. And we asked, and they said, no, we can't go anywhere. We formed Grace Group. Yeah. With the people that was deregistered. Grace Group came, and other parties formed together, and we started with this ACN, ACD. Now I'm not forced to the party we are today. And that's I completed another 8 years of youth leadership. Telling some of us to decamp, it's like putting 9 inches nail in my ear. A month ago, a very high power politician in this town came and we had a talk. And after talking, he told me about defecting. I told the person, I hold you in very high esteem. Bringing this to me, you are. I told him, what I've given to Poly in my own, I don't need I'm an institution myself. You come, I will lecture you. No. You do what you said. He said, no, you won't understand. What have you really gained? I said, no.
That's only the language.
I've gained followership.
Respect.
I've gained it. That I don't even need it again. I don't need what you are telling. No, if you come, they garnish it. When they garnish it for you, my brother, if you are not very intellectual, you just follow them. And you'll be celebrated in maybe 48, 72 hours. At the end, they just rubbish on what you've built all the years. And I told the man, I said, no. To respect him, I said, you will hear from me. He called in the evening, called the next day. And when he noticed that for that high-ranking person to see that I started not taking calls, he already knew that maybe he made a mistake somewhere. Those are what you cannot discuss with some of us. Yeah. We've been in a position, we enjoy it. The reason why we also enjoy it is that if this thing had just continued, you just think everybody was your friend. Yeah. I also now noticed to say, okay, this guy that has been following me was following me because He knows I can give up
interest.
even within my family circle.
Yes, no.
My wife is no longer taking. They will tell me, no, your party is no longer. These are people that if I will tell them, okay, you bring your name, I give them job. I immediately say, no, you cannot give job again. Oh. These are so, if it happens within the family circle, think of the larger circle. People, so to me it is better. Because the little I now get now satisfy me. Unlike before, when I will get from the government, it comes. And I will borrow to add to it. To give. Let me just give you a shocker. The reason why the issue of that SSA will still cause problem at last to the people that we're giving. The governor will go. Underline it, capital letters. No SSA can buy a Belgian car after 1 year. A direct Belgian car.
Wow.
No, that's so the most prudent. I'm telling you, the most prudent. The one that will not touch the salary for 12 months cannot buy a Belgian car. Yaris cannot buy a Yaris car. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? So it goes to tell you what I told you before in trying to build structure. If for 1 year, whatever you are going to receive cannot get you a Yaris, what are you going to build? Zero. So telling people about this defection issue, Wilson, you will speak it continuously.
Because you keep defecting.
Yes. Already, why? It's going to be worse off on PDP. I'm not speaking as a prophet of doom. I'm speaking naturally. What I will tell you here is what you still see in 2-3 months time. Why is it that? From the body language in PDP, for you to have my very respected leader, former Minister for Works,
okay,
are you getting enough to leave? Okay. That is the person since 1999, just like Chief Obi, that have been there, not moving. For you to see people like that taking that painful decision, it goes to tell you they've seen that there's a problem here. What is the problem? Primaries problem.
Okay.
You will be happy, Wilson. You will be happy if ITV sacks you today, God forbid, and replaces you with a better journalist. You'll be happy. But I think you will be sad if ITV sacks you and replace you with somebody that is coming to learn.
I have no experience.
No experience. So it means if I sit down and see that the person you are bringing, if my party is bringing somebody that I know that does not know it, that we suffered before, we have no other option than quickly protest. If you don't listen to our protest, we will work against the party.
Against the party.
That's anti-party.
Not anti-party.
It's not anti-party.
That's anti-party.
Our party did anti-party by not listening to us.
All right.
I've told you, I'm saying it again. If the primaries of all parties is free, fair, and credible, election will be peaceful and transparent.
All right. Let me come again to you. You've heard both of them because it cuts across political parties speaking true to power and what they expect from the forthcoming election. Still talking about Gale of the faction. Do you think it's going to have any impact in these political parties? Because from what you heard, they are not really a fan of the faction, but they are happy if some big weight joins the political party. Do you think it's going to have an impact in the forthcoming election?
Very well now. Yes, it's going to have a strong impact on the advantage of some political parties.
Yes.
Where some vital and prominent political gladiators, political movers and shakers are leaving a political party with their own structure to another party. It's going to have a strong effect on the other party. And again, I wish to really add my voice to the issue of the primaries.
It's not important about primaries. What is so special about these primaries?
It's more important than the
I
election.
wish to urge the political parties to give all the candidates a free level playing ground to participate. They should open up not by selection, like some parties, they are hiring a particular candidate, a particular senatorial district. It's not going to work. they should look for the best candidate. This is not the time.
The best candidate or the people's candidates from the political party?
Yeah, that's what you are saying, the best candidate with the best credentials that can deliver the people of Edo State from this political problem. Somebody that can respond to the yearnings of the Edo people. Somebody that can feel the pain of the Edo people. Somebody that can bail Edo people from this political quagmire we find ourselves. The Edo people are suffering. So there are some persons, they are looking at Edo Central, Edo North. We are not concerned about that. We want a candidate that will emerge in this election that can deliver the people of Edo State from this problem. That's what we want. That's what we want.
But the defection is going to have an impact in it.
Definitely.
Okay. Defection has a strong impact.
All right.
Yes, it has a strong impact.
Okay, let's leave defection, because you all agree that it's going to have an impact in the forthcoming election. Depends on the way they handle the primary. Months ago, the grassroots was able to go out to elect their leadership because an election was conducted. Look, irrespective of the feelings, but at least there's now leadership in the local government. Do you think it's going to have an impact in the forthcoming election? After all, it was, or it is rather, 18 over 18. Take it up from there.
Wilson.
Issues, events, and projections.
Wilson,
Yes.
I will go back again to your word. You said that those states had an election. Well, we had a selection, not an election.
Well, it's an election.
And those selected at the moment, for me, I can prophesy, they only have 1 year there to spend. And their tenure is over.
Are you the Constitution?
Sir, with due respect.
Did you write the Constitution?
With due respect,
These are elected officials.
After the 2024 election, I can categorically tell you that the local government will going to be dissolved. It's going to be dissolved. All the local government are going to be dissolved, and the new election will be conducted as election, to be called election. That is my personal opinion, Wilson. It has nothing. I don't know how other people have the opinion, how they think about it. For the moment, we have selected people there that I still believe.
Correction, elected persons, please, irrespective of your feelings, let's
This is not
respect the
feelings.
law.
This is not
XA.
feelings.
Election
I said
was
selection.
conducted.
Why? Because you cannot call a result in a circle and say this man won this election, and then you come to Edo South and call a different result, and you tell me that that man is not the elected person.
Maybe to you, I'm opening
sir,
all
sir,
wounds.
sir, all due respect.
Yes.
Politics is about people electing people to position. And when you want to use that word election, let us respect it. Let's respect it. Even in your conglomerate, you do election too of MDs and other positions. The people come together. They said, this is who we want. That is election. When you have a so-called election, so-called, I call it so-called, in a situation that everybody contested for a position, you won the election, and you saw it clearly, you won the election, and the person conducting the election, even irrespective of who employed him, called and said, this man won this election. And before he got to the state capital, somebody else was selected and said, won the election. So that is selection, not election.
Anyway, there is a call there for you to go argue.
There's no call. There's no call because
focus on the 18 local government chairman.
Because over a month ago, the Labour Party, the APC, we have called for the government to constitute a local government tribunal. But it's affair to deaf ears because they knew if they did that, they have shot themselves on the leg.
Okay, now let's.
So that is why I will remain that they are selected. For me personally, they are selected local government and local government councillors for now. Very few were elected really from the mind of their people.
Calm down. As it stands right now, they were elected. So let's talk about their presence.
They are present there.
Is it going to affect the election?
Their presence there might have a little impact. in the sense because they were brought in because of the same 2024. That's why they were selected there.
Your own opinion?
Yes. This so-called election of local government was done in respect to Ghana structures in the local government and in the wards. It's a political game. Because I will tell you, Wilson, ask me the same question March, April. Then ask me in addition what has been the impact of the local government on the Edoites. I will tell you that the impactation they might have is that they are going from villages to campaign for their parties. Not seeking information how to develop their schools, their healthcare centers, which are their primary responsibilities. First and foremost, right now, as I'm informed, the councillors, they don't even have office for now. They'll be driven out of their offices, if you are not aware.
No, you cannot substantiate that. You cannot substantiate that.
Look,
you are not in the party. You're not in the
government
council.
They'll be giving one building, I think, along Forest Road, so they should go and renovate it and put their office there. Listen. The politics we are playing and we are seeing in Edo State, I think it is painful. It is painful because politics is played to impact on the people. I keep repeating that matter. Positions are being appointed to impact on the people. And if positions are being elected or selected and has no impact on the people, it is a failed system. Because for how many months now they've been there, they are running up and down, they don't have offices. So then you expect them to impact on me and you? You expect them to make laws now in the local government board that will impact on the Edoites? There are many things we should start thinking. We should not just always try to say this because you believe that I'm in another party. Because that's what you always think is that because I am in another party is why I criticize the government. No. If my party, I told you, if my party is doing the wrong thing, I will always criticize. There were times here, Wilson, I came to speak against my own comrade, my number one leader. In some things he was doing. Before I got to my office, they came to lock a padlock on it from the Federal Inland Revenue. They came to lock it up without no reason. Just put a padlock. They say I've not been paying tax, and they locked my offices for more than 2 weeks. I had to go and find a way to let go and call leaders to come and beg back because of what I used my mouth to speak here in ITV. And that was my party. Then, so it is not a bad party. Yeah. It is a bad when things are going wrong. Nigerians should be bold to speak it, irrespective of what the consequence might be. Because we're speaking the truth here. We have consequence. Like my brother and I, if the appointments are coming, we they come and speak truth to power. That one, to talk through. You should say, no, talk, secret come out.
Okay.
They don't want to give you appointment because you speak truth. It is a disadvantage too. But if the leader, they really believe in to change Nigeria, to impact on Nigeria, it is people like us that speak truth to power. They're supposed to even empower.
Anyway, I remember that episode. Where your workplace was shut down.
Yeah,
I remember. Yeah.
When I fired someone. It is normal. Politics, we have to be very careful sometimes. So, but
all right,
let us say the truth.
Okay.
They are going to work for the interest of their party. As they have been selected there to be in our local government.
Elected, please. Obarai, local government chairman, councillors right there on the ground. Do you think it's going to have an impact?
It will for those that understand the terrain.
That understand the terrain how?
It will. You have to understand the terrain as in, you have to understand the place you want to like deliver or do. If you don't understand it, you will not know it now. If something happens here now, it's going to take me to run with you to understand this place. If it happens in my domain, If I move through the toilet at the back, that's the end. You won't see me again. And you come, you won't see anything, how I moved. Because it's my terrain.
Yeah.
I know there's a zinc by the toilet that if you pull it, you move and go to the next street. But you would think it's a closed thing because it's my terrain.
You know,
Yeah, so it's going to take a local government chairman, a councillor that understands the terrain to deliver. The truth remains, you can also stop it that they don't have followership. You see, everything still boils down, if we listen very well, that we've virtually answered this question before. This issue of local government, when they were insisting that immediately when it came then, think of it, that a year after it came, that is local government was conducted. And they are now also going to go with him for 3 years. And immediately you now add local government primaries from next year to this juicy issue. Everybody will be busy.
Yes.
Think of it. If you had come after your 1 year in office, you conduct local government election. Now 3 years is going. The local government chairman, they are also doing their own 2 or 3 years. They are going in 3 years. Now the PDP is now also doing local government insider campaign and all that. Some local government chairman want to come again. Some councillors want to come again. Some people that lost before want to also not come. By so doing, this place is where they want to come. So their followership is here. Their loyalty is
tirelessly
to make sure. Yes. So the governor will now tell them the only option that you will use in getting come back is to deliver your local government. If you lost a local government, there's no need, because I was going, if I lost election within a month, I'm going to still conduct the election. So you have people on their toes doing everything within their own power, with their financial, to make sure they deliver. So you can see what sometimes slow nature, it boomerangs in politics to say, let me be watching. No. If you do it on time, the way Tinubu started goes to tell you that it's a political, somebody that understands the political terrain. You can see that even the vice presidential candidate to Obi, the brother was given a position. So now when the vice presidential candidate is on a meeting in his family, that one will come
as an opposition.
No, please don't say that. There's already quarrel. So they just turn in that man's home. The man didn't wait. He didn't wait to understand the terrain. No. Quickly, there's already fight there. The next is to look for articles loyalists, also give. So you can see you are trying to demystify and scatter. Yeah. By starting, you are moving. Not waiting. By the time you want to wait, you are causing some people to start saying, are we still here? This guy will understand that. This is our own. So we cannot take it from Obaseki. He's a good person, but he does not understand politics. The truth must be told. Politics is not English. Politics is not Latin. You don't play politics as if you are. It's not John, a political scientist, master's, PhD holder in political scientist. I will lecture him when it comes to practical politics. Because he has given his time in a room. I have given my time in the streets. As at 1998, I was a member of Lucky Solidarity Movement, LSN. So tell me where the professor in political science was in 1998. We went to Abuja twice to do APC and this permanent Ego Square. Those politics that took us there. Those are what we are seeing. So I will give you my fact to say, okay, I was head Samson Sage campaign committee. I was head Uoride campaign committee. I was head Lasagbelo Sage. I was head Uyigbe. These are political experience that has, if I walk on the street now, we are. If I where they go now, so some of us no longer, we cannot do something bad any longer.
Right.
Because in one way or the other, we've been able to meet with people. We've traversed virtually the 100 something wards in Edo in trying to meet with 1 or 2 candidates. So when you want to do anything, the mistake the government made, the big blunder, was trying to wait. If you win election, you wait 2 or 3 years. No. People borrowed money also to say if this government when we go start. They are leaders of their party. Immediately, maybe they hosted themselves, collected 300,000 from their business. Their business is suffering. No locked doors, everything is there. So I know of a friend that has been on this page that came to tell me, do you know what it takes for a party person, not your party, PDP, coming to tell me, I beg, help me tell the local government chairman, say councillor, when they choose, see the one why they find. Because he knows that I know the man. That's a friend coming to tell me, I know the local government chairman and your friend, do. I beg you to help me, just tell him. See if now, are you getting it now? So he goes to tell you that we are everywhere.
Interparty.
But the governor, if he had done this, if these people had come 3 years ago, the governor will not threaten anybody that does, the councillor that does not win his ward. If you win your ward, you come back automatically. So if you don't win your ward, don't come here. The father of the councillor, the mother of the councillor, the wife of the councillor, the friends of the councillor, hearing the ultimatum, we want to make sure that they deliver their word for their son. But now, the councillor will stand to say, are we even sure we will win the state? Why will I even start working? I have not paid the money I use to contest the election. The man is, but if you have been there for 2 or 3 years, understanding the terrain, moving from one place to the other, building his own doing, he is already a mobile politician on his own. So he has the governor does not want to contest election again. No. He has nothing to lose. He has nothing to lose. No. The people now he has given position now, these councillors now, they are a problem. They are sweating because the problem that is coming in their various units where they vote now, they are leaders. Even if they have given money, they are not giving money. People are going to queue behind them that day to say, councillor, well now, where the team how far? And maybe he or she is yet to receive or finally pay the loan he or she collected
to contest the election.
To contest the election. And you how would the person deliver with it? With what? So but if the person has been there for 2-3 years, no excuse. No excuse. No. You don't have that. Even if you have been, no, you don't need to tell anybody anything. Because people don't, now even the money councillors and local government chairmen are going to use for December package. Some of them, before they go out of it, will take them 6 months. Because as a councillor now, the leader in your ward, the chairman of your party in your ward, the woman leader in your ward, the youth leader in your ward, for Christmas,
bag of rice.
I'm not asking you. It's a must do.
You must go and give them bag of rice.
I'm not asking you. So a minimum, if a councillor, minimum, the ones in the village that does not come to Benin, minimum we use, let's say 300, 350, 400,000 to settle those things. Why the one in the city we use close to 1 million? Because the one in the city will not come without envelope.
All right.
Added. So even if they are going to have impact, it's like you are giving them more stress of giving you the impact that would have given you. Because you are not contesting. They might want to recontest election. And if they joke with it, their election, their political life is gone.
It's gone. Over now to you, Barrister. You heard the examples given by both of them, speaking from experience, cutting across political parties. They say that doesn't concern parties, right? Let's take a look at how it's been done and what we should be projected come 2024. The local government election, the outcome, is it going to affect EDO 2024? We're talking about issues, events, and projections.
Yes, honorably, the local government chairman, elected chairman, they are the foot soldiers of the governor because they are in the field, they are closer to the people. They are the nearest government to the citizens. Now, because the election was just recent, they are trying to, the various local government chairmen, they are trying to acclimatize to their own office.
I said at the time it's not enough for them to acclimatize. Is that what you say, like what about a opined?
Very well, because it's not really easy. Some of them, they have not even been in that position. They're trying to, before now, you see the activities of a local government in the state. But so far, we have not even seen any. We have not seen any project being, whether a small or big project being embarked by any local government chairman in the state. Before now, the previous local government chairman, they embark on different
tie roads,
projects,
life-touching projects. Yeah. But today, we don't even see them. They made public appearance. They address. You see, they were very busy. The office of a local government were so robust. They were reaching out to they were delivering the dividends of democracy to the populace. But today it's not. So it's not really easy for the local government chairman, because of the time they have a lot of challenges. But however, it will also affect the outcome of the election. It will. It will affect the outcome of the election.
In what ways?
They will, because these are people with political office holders. So they will campaign. They will reach out to the citizens. They will campaign to they will canvass to the electorate. They will project their party. That is the reason why they are there. They will market their candidate to the citizens, to the people of Edo State. So they will affect.
Did you agree to what you said? Campaigning for their party. Yes. For what about I said, the time is too short. Do you think the campaign they went back on would be enough to turn the tide in their favor come 2024 election?
Listen, it will not turn into their favor in 2024. Without being told, with the local government election that was just concluded, these people say I should call it election, okay?
It's election. Thank you for calling it election.
With the local government election that just concluded, you will find out that majority of them even that are sitting there in that position right now, just now, don't have the followers with them. They don't have the majority with them.
What made you say so?
What would have given them an advantage? Why I say so? Because they lost the election, they will announce that they won the election. Based on that,
look,
they don't have followers.
Comrade, please, that's why, part of it, please.
That's what I said, they don't have followers. Because if you have a follower, you won't ring an election. Whoever have followers, whoever have people that is with them, don't ring election. You do a free, fair election that everybody will say good of you, both the opposition and the party people. In this election, even their own party members, PDP, in some places, are very unhappy with the outcome of the election. That tells you that there are a lot of them which are leaving. That many of them are leaving too. Listen, they don't have the followers. So if they want to even have an advantage, would that be in a situation, like my brother said, they have come earlier, like 2 years, even though they were selected, they are not selected, with the opportunity of the position, with the opportunity of the salaries and the accumulation they have accrued, they would have been able to maybe now garnish people. Because probably they must have been working already. The people will start loving them no matter how they got into the position. Because when you do good, people will like you. People will want you. Whether how you got to the position does not matter. But like in this situation, I don't see what is going to change the mind of those people that voted against you first, that you were selected over them, to come and even vote you again. So it's not going to be a positive to them, rather negative. Because I even know, before the election proper, listen, I sit to stand here to say today that many of even the same chairmen that are there are going to decamp to APC.
You are not them. You don't know that. So I wouldn't want us
when
to
the game gets closer. Listen, when the game gets closer,
know that. Yes.
We know the politics. You are not there. You are a journalist. I'm a politician. When the game gets tougher, the game becomes more clear. We politicians will know where the way goes.
I'm going to call you back on this. I said,
yeah, we will see where we will see the wings. When the wing is blowing like this, because that's why the defecting politicians, I'm speaking most especially about the defecting politicians. I'm not about those that are solid politicians. the defecting politicians, when they sense the wind, few months to the election, I decide everything, they go now. Listen, you see the massive decamp. Some of them that even hold the position will drop their positions. We have seen it before. It has happened. So it's not a new thing in politics. What we are seeing now is just that they were elected there to canvass for their party, to work for their party towards 2024. Same, I assume, with the SSA. They were also now appointed to work for their party towards 2024 to achieve success for their party. That is their aim. It's free, it is allowed, but who are paying the price? That is where we should always ask. Who are paying the price? We are those citizens, we are the EDO life, are paying the price. Because we are not seeing the dividend of democracy, the impartation of democracy upon us. Because if you look at those
speaking
markets,
for yourself, because many parents are really, really happy that they are getting dividend of democracy from this administration.
Listen.
They have proof, they have evidence.
Listen.
Yes.
You know, if you are among the grassroots, you must not be told what is happening. I wish this present administration have SSCs all this while. I believe many things would have not gone so bad, because he would have been well informed about the situation of citizens. If the councillors were there a while long ago, they would have known the different problems of their different wards and their local government, their villages, and be able to report to the government so the government can act. But when you bring them on a fire brigade, this is a very clear mission that is a party interest.
Thank you. We want to go for a break. We'll return. We'll continue this discussion because I'm getting more educated on grassroots politics. Believe you me, there are some things I didn't know before. But in the course of this discussion, I realized how politicians think, how they strategize, what they look into, how they calculate. But do you think all this being put together, we have an overall impact in the forthcoming election? Only time will tell. We'll be right back after this break.
Every opinion counts.
Thank you so much for staying tuned to this channel. We're about to start commencing our descent on today's edition of This Morning on ITV. Don't forget what we are discussing: EDO 2024 events, projections, issues, you just name it. We talked about the newly empowered SSA, the impact of the forthcoming election. We're not delve into a gale of defection, how it's going to affect the outcome of the election. What about the conduct of the local government election? The chairman, the councillors, how they're going to affect the outcome of the election. You know, we're taking a look at this because those citizens are beginning to cross their T's and dotting their I's, adding one or two together to look for a way to choose a leader, to elect a leader that will make them enjoy the benefit of democracy. Believe it or not, the governor's tenure will end next year. It's not a quest for a successor. We'll be talking about the ASA agenda for a while. I don't want to bring it into this. They won't delve into it temporarily in course of our discussion. But right now, gentlemen, I wanted to give an advice or two to the ruling party, the governor, the citizens of those states getting ready to go elect their leaders. What do you think they should look at for? Barry, I want to start off from you, briefly.
Thank you so much, Wilson. Three things. One, advice for the governor. The advice for the governor, he might take it, he might leave it. He is the most highly positioned Edo State man for the very just now. So if he acts well, he will also becomes the #1 Edo leader after leaving office. If he does not also act well, he will be forgotten as a one-time governor. So he should let the people decide who his successor is. That one, with that alone, his name will be written in his hands of time. because naturally people love him. So he should not neglect the people and say him. That is him. Therefore, the party, both the one ruling and the one jostling to topple government, they should go back to the drawing board and do what? Get everybody together, from the unit down to the center, from the center down to the ward, from the ward down to the local government, like that, up. Everybody should be involved. Involved in what? On who governs them. The leaders of the party don't always want it. Why don't they always want it? Because it does not give them the volume of money as needed. If you let them choose, those people seeking for power, give them money for them to go speak to the followers. So they will now collect maybe 1 million, drop 100 or 200,000 to the followers and say this is what we want. But if that person drops the 1 million to the followers and gives the leaders maybe 100 or 200,000, the people will want that person more. So the leaders always break that monopoly of they don't want it. So we should make sure that everybody is carried along. In primaries. Right. If we have a good primaries, the party, you don't need stress. You just sit down, cross your leg the way Aras is doing now on election day. And the election on its own, we just move. Because while you participated in the primaries, you don't want it to fail. Citing the case of Igodomigodo and Razak, where the leaders wanted Igodomigodo and the followers wanted Razak. By the time the leaders saw that their power was no more strong, they withered it to the people, and the people chose Razak. And on election day, Razak was never having money to share. But because the people knew that they were the ones that chose Razak, they waited, election was over, they went to Hobota Hall, they slept there to make sure they delivered the vote for him. But if the people are saying that it was the leaders that brought him, the people after voting will go and say, leaders, go and deliver. And the leaders don't even have strength
to deliver.
Their strength lasts after about 2-3 bottles of water on the field. By 2-3, they are fagged out, they go back home. Now their boys are there to get information from their boys.
Thank you.
But the people stay there. That is where they will smoke their first cigarette in the morning.
No, we're not encouraging smoking right now.
Eat in the afternoon, eat in the evening. They don't leave until what they decide.
Thank you.
To go.
Thank you so much.
For the people that want to go and vote.
Yes.
I keep advising. If you want to collect what you will enjoy for 4 years, also it's left for you. But my best advice is for you to see the man you know. It is better to vote with your master. Who you will know. If you don't see him for radio on Tuesday or Wednesday, you will see him for television on Sunday. Than to look for a man who will come and speak English to you and tell you this is how to build skyscraper. If you put it in left latitude and latitude, it comes to this. And
thank you.
You will not see again.
Thank you, Obaraye. Thank you so much. Well, on this bill, that's a great thing on air. I apologize for that, but please watch your language next time. Over to you, Barrister Greg. Yeah. Advice.
Yes, I wish to advise the various political parties to open doors for the various aspirants for the primaries elections, to give room for competence and capability of leaders and or a governor that can deliver the people of Edo State from this political mess, this political quagmire. These Edolites are suffering. We need a leader not based on ethnic coloration.
Not based on ethnic coloration.
Yes, my lord. Not based on ethnic coloration, not based on senatorial district, but based on the issues on ground. A leader that understands the plight of Edo people.
All right. Thank you so much. Not based on senatorial district, not based on ethnic coloration. That might just raise dust. I don't want to go into that right now because we are saying that it is their turn. They have the right to agitate. They have the right to say this out, so they have that right. Aras, you have the last comment on this discussion segment. Over to you.
Well, I'm going to advise all the political parties, because I don't believe I have an advice for the governor. He knows what to do, and he has his own advice. He has just appointed over 80 advisors, so they should tell him the best thing to do. For me, I'm to advise the political parties, whether irrespective of PDP or APC,
or Labour and
or
NPP.
Labour, whatever party it is, that the most important to an election, as my brother Eli said, is the primaries. We mix it, that internal democracy. When you get the internal democracy right, and that the democracy, the policy, the procedure that brings a candidate, because all of them are aspirant now, that brings a candidate is very genuine, and is people-oriented, is people involved. You will see that election was very peaceful, because on one hand, if that one selected by the PDP, is elected by the people around that environment, that people that plays the politics. They are all interrelated with each other. We are brothers. We are all friends. If we have someone we choose out among us and feel is very good, even some of the other parties will love this person too. So it should be a free, fair primaries. Because if you look at the problem we are experiencing in Edo State today, it's because of failed primaries.
Failed primary.
Yes, that is the reason Edo people are suffering today. Why this present administration has not been able to give us a maximum benefit of democratic impactations. Because the first 6 to 1 year, they were fighting each other. This fraction said this person is the people they choose. These people said this is the people they choose. They were fighting each other in the court, in the openly and everywhere. That automatically the governors were distracted. That is another impactation. The governor was distracted for months. And this can also happen to any party. It has not to do with Obaseki now. It has to do with if you bring the wrong person in, and peradventure he even wins the election. And there is fraction because the primary was not properly done. The same government will be distracted. So please, I want to beg on my leaders, let them go to their drawing book, take time to do a proper primaries to give us the best candidate that has the capability to carry Edo to the next, because Edo is in stagnation now and we must move forward. And that's why
Edo is not stagnant.
It has not to do with APC or PDP now. They should bring
Then feel like Edo is moving forward.
So
we have to be
make
balanced
Edo
in
to move
this.
forward.
Thank you.
Because we are in stagnation.
Thank you, Sam. Thank
that stagnation
you,
must move.
Barrister. Thank you, Obara. I appreciate all of you guys. Wonderful analysis, camarados, giving your point, speaking truth to power. But many will be like, we are not in a mess. We are not in a mess. We are not stagnant. That we are moving forward. We are projecting to the future. And of course, Edo will still be great, even more than how it is right now. Waiting for the next person to take over the hands of affairs, to go to the avenue to do something more impactful on the people. Right now, many are happy with the governor. Some are not happy with him. It's natural. Many are blessing him. Some are saying, we're not going to bless you. It is all political. It is all politics. Parties want to gain access to the government office because they say they have what it takes to take Edo citizens to El Dorado. Some are saying we're already in El Dorado. We have to continue from this El Dorado that we are to a higher level of El Dorado. No matter the party you belong to, Edo is for every one of us. The governor will come up next. We affect you one way or another, so you have to do the right thing. Parties do the right primaries. Politicians allow people to go vote their conscience. Just do the right thing. Gentlemen, I appreciate all of you once more. I really thank you for bringing out time to come to honor this show. We'll do it again next week, Sunday, God willing. Bye for now.